illegal private email server, deliberately, willfully, and with total premeditation. Premeditation. Could be the first way was right, actually. You know, I might like the first way better. Pre-medication, that's a great... Pre-medication, I think I like it. Oh. One bad thing happens. That one bad thing is on the news for 2 weeks, and it's a disgrace, okay? It's a disgrace. So we should be very thankful for the job they do. So Pennsylvania is losing a lot of its business. And right now, we're sitting here, we're talking. Oh, here's another one. Go home to mom. Go home to mom. And your mother is voting for Trump. She's voting for Trump. True. It's true. And they all went, and as you know, the UK took a big vote. They took a big vote, and it was a vote that ended up exactly as I predicted. Yeah, you can get her out, get her out. You know, she looks just like Hillary Clinton, actually. Is that Hillary? Hillary, is that you? Hillary wants to find out, how do you get these crowds, right? How do you get these crowds? Goodbye, Hillary. Bye. Say hello to Bill, Hillary. So all these guys, you know, the conservatives, I'm a conservative person. Bush says, I do not believe he's a true conservative. These people are stupid. Quiet. How stupid. This guy's a, you know, he's my friend, but he's really a pain. He keeps talking. Quiet, 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 quiet. He's not a protester, but man, is he noisy.
I just got back from Chattanooga, too, and I spoke to some Marines there.
Build that wall. 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 All of the, oh, Jeb. Oh. Jeb. He's asleep. He's asleep at the wheel, folks. President Obama, Secretary Kerry, I highly think you should read this book quickly. Quickly! I backed McCain and I backed Romney. McCain lost, Romney lost. I said, damn it, the next time I'm just gonna do it myself, right? I can't pay you the $150 million. Once those hostages landed, about 2 seconds later, fellas, how you doing? Everything good? Listen, the $150 billion? Sorry, we don't have the money. We owe $19 trillion. We don't have it. He's very low energy. I'm not used to that kind of a person. The premiums are going through the roof. The deductibles, frankly, you have to get hit with a Komatsu tractor in order to use them. They're so high. His name is Woody Johnson. He's from Johnson & Johnson. Woody Johnson, Johnson & Johnson, has a hard time with the Jets. And the media, look at all those people back there. Scavengers, they're like scavengers. So I always thought that, you know, it's special equipment and special cameras, and I always figured maybe the cameras are locked, they can't move, you know, new computerized cameras, $200,000 a piece, and maybe they can't move, and they would never move. And then one day I had a protester, like up in a corner over here, and all of a sudden these cameras, it was like behind the camera, they're bending around like pretzels. The cameras, they move, believe me. And after that, I loved my protesters, because wherever I have a protester, they see, that's the only way they move the cameras. And ISIS now is building a hotel in Iraq. They're competing with me. Do you believe it? Thank you, darling. Look at these people. Let's say that Jeb Bush or Hillary or one of these politicians, all talk, no action, all controlled by lobbyists and special interests and donors. people like me from previous months, okay? Total control. Bing, bing, bong, bong, bing, bing, bing. You know what that is, right? So if I want you to, you guys such a, he's a rough cookie. I like that guy. Raise your hand. Is that you? I like him. I like him. I might even love him. He's a nice guy. He's not my style. Not exactly my thing, but I love this man. But if I were Marco, but in particular, if I was Jet, I wouldn't say Marco's a good friend of mine. Marco did something that he wasn't supposed to do. He ran. I've never said this before. And I watch these two guys, and they're hugging, and they're kissing, and they're holding each other. Very much like actually Chris Christie did with the president. I say, absolutely we're going to build a wall, 100%. They go, well, you don't really mean that. That was like when I first started in June. I said right from the beginning, we're going to build a wall. It's going to be a real wall. See that ceiling up there? I mean, this is a wall that if you get up there, you're not coming down very easy. But look, there's Donald Trump right over there. Look at this guy. Look. Look. There's another one. They're all over the place. Look at this guy. Look at that guy. So Uma is getting classified secrets. She's married to Anthony Weiner, who's a perv. No, he is. He is.
That there are, for immigrants on the whole,
Come on, try getting it out. Try getting it out.
I'll get it out.
I mean, I don't know if you're going to put this on television, but you don't even know what you're talking about. Try getting it out. Go ahead.
One empty chair, and I've seen it. If there's one empty chair, the press will put it on that chair. Kerry, who's a baby. I mean, here's a guy goes on a bicycle to go on a bicycle race. He's 73 years old. He's in a bicycle race. He falls. He breaks his leg during the negotiation. And I tell everybody, and you probably heard it, I swear to you, I will never be in a bicycle race. We just spent $1 million building a soccer field. Okay? A soccer field for our prisoners that happen to be in Guantanamo. Okay? I don't like that. What do you need $1 million for? Level out the surface. Let them play. I told you about drugs before. Jeb Bush is a total stiff, by the way, a total stiff. The Iranians are great negotiators. The Persians are great negotiators. And we have people that are babies. It's like a chess player, grandmaster, playing against a checkers child. No, that's what it is. We give them, think of it, a nuclear scientist, and they won't give us our hostages. It's so insane. They'll probably say the crowds were about equal. Oh, they were equal. But that's the way they are, very dishonest. CNN is terrible. CNN, you with CNN? Are you with CNN? Are you good? You people do not cover us accurately at all. So they have a few protesters outside, and they have thousands of people. The first question from CNN is about protesting. So what I'm going to do is span out. Span out. Show them the crowd, press. Show them the crowd. Show them the crowd. Look, they're not turning the cameras. They don't even turn the cameras. I love them. You know who's our primary representative right now? Carolyn Kennedy. You know how she got the job? 60 Minutes. She went to the White House. She said, I'd love to have a job. I have nothing to do. They said, how would you like to be the ambassador to Japan? She goes, really? I never thought we'd see the day in our country when a communist, because that's really, you think about it, when a communist is the leading Democrat, we're going to have a communist against an entrepreneur. I like the entrepreneur. You know why I say she's nice? Because my daughter Ivanka likes her. My daughter's so great. She's such a great person. My daughter likes her. She said, Daddy, she's such a nice person. I agree. I don't want a nice, I want to kill her. We're tired of the nice people. What do you need to spend $1 million? We just spent, it's a story today, $1 million on a soccer field. How do you spend $1 million doing a soccer field? You have a level piece of land. Throw them a ball, let them play soccer. If they have to. I never attacked him on his look, and believe me, there's plenty of subject matter right there that I can tell you. But Jake,
I want
so big they'll make the parts, the trucks. And I actually gave them a good idea. Why don't we just let the illegals drive the cars and trucks right in through the border? They don't have to even, it's true. No, I gave them that. Save a lot of money. That'll be next. No, they'll be doing that next.
So the Mexican government is not happy with me, to put it mildly. And again, I respect Mexico, but their leaders are too smart for our leaders, because we have stupid leaders.
Who is Uma married to? One of the great sleazebags of our time. Anthony Weiner. Did you know that? She's married to Anthony Weiner. You know, the little bing, bing, bing. Bum, bum. I love you very much.
We have heads being chopped off because they're Christian in the Middle East. We have borders where people are being killed all over. The world is cracking up, and they're worried about my tone. $505 billion. We're going to lose that. $505 billion. And by the way, I don't like this mic. Whoever the hell brought this mic system, don't the son of a bitch to put it in, I'll tell you. It's good.
And that you're really smart. And like, a lot of us are really smart. I'm really smart. Went to the Wharton School of Finance. Even then, a long time ago, like the hardest or one of the hardest schools to get into. Did well at the school. Came out, made a fortune. Wrote a book called The Art of the Deal. Did everybody read The Art of the Deal?
They didn't know the air conditioner didn't work. They sweated like dogs. They didn't know the room was too big because they didn't have anybody there. How are they going to beat ISIS?
But Mr. Trump, you're not a nice person. That's true. But actually I am. I think I am a nice person.
Rosie O'Donnell's disgusting. I mean, both inside and out. You take a look at her, she's a slob. She talks like a truck driver. We're all a little chubby, but Rosie's just worse than most of us. But it's not the chubbiness. Rosie is a very unattractive person, both inside and out. If I were running The View, I'd fire Rosie. I mean, I'd look her right in that fat, ugly face of hers. I'd say, Rosie, you're fired.
I call President Obama and Hillary Clinton the founders of ISIS. They're the founders. In fact, I think we'll give Hillary Clinton the, if you're on a sports team, most valuable player, MVP. You get the MVP award. ISIS will hand her the most valuable player award. Her only competition is Barack Obama.
Listen, you motherfuckers, we're going to tax you 25%.
The difference between a wet raccoon and Donald J. Trump's hair. A wet raccoon doesn't have $7 billion fucking dollars in the bank.